Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Alright. I really don't know how I could possibly get through a lecture quickly when it's about infectious disease and what I can tell you. A little preamble. It's really hard, I think, for people that haven't actually taught at the graduate level and undergraduate level in colleges to understand how frustrating being a university professor is in this day and age, and how hard you have to work if you really want to teach them something. Sometimes you gotta almost hit them over the head with a baseball bat. And I thought about that, and I decided, it's time for me to hit everybody over the head with a baseball bat, because this whole infectious disease thing is so damn disturbing to me that people are such idiots. So, I'm going to quickly go through some items that I hope teach you something about infectious disease. And the first and foremost thing that I would want to bring to your attention is an age-old practice called the spittle. And when you spit in a spittle, it's good to, layers of tissue, you put a little piece on each time you spit in it. And even further, if you have something like an old passport, or my immunization, yellow fever vaccination card, and you set it on top then until you're ready to spit again. And that is a spittle. And a spittle is an age-old practice to keep infectious diseases from contaminating the environment, because you see people spitting on the ground all the time as if that's like a good way to deal. But in a pandemic, people shouldn't be spitting on the ground, because the wind blows up the viruses off the surface of the ground and birds spread it around, and so that's really not a good way to live in a high density population in a pandemic. That's really just retardedly dumb. Oh, who's mentioning this? Okay, well, let me just say something about the human mouth and the disease organisms capable of living in the fluids coming off a human's teeth and forked tongues. I could, without researching it, by the way, I could pretty much tell you there's only two other animals on planet Earth that come even close to the number of diseases carried by humans. That is the Komodo dragon and the monitor lizard. I think they're the only two that might have more germs in their mouth than a human. Not dogs, not cats, though I consider cats pretty dirty. Nope, humans hands down win as the all-out most gross animal on the planet when it comes to harboring diseases. So now we have a population of half-diseased people all the time anyway, and they got no clue on how to properly treat themselves. They're so dependent on a healthcare system. Okay, well look, start with types of diseases. Again, I'm on bicycle and I'm carrying things like yellow sulfur powder. Why has John got yellow sulfur powder? Because if you put a circle around yourself, it eliminates fleas and ticks, and they carry all kinds of diseases. So sulfur powder is a powerful thing. It's cheap. You just go to the Feed and Seed and buy a 8-pound bag for $5. It'll last you 10 years. That's just stupid. Now, the other thing is everybody, is handing me, they're all concerned and they keep handing me things like this, What is it? A wet one. Wet wipe. That's fine and dandy, a wet wipe, okay? But I don't need to buy wet wipes. This bottle of Clorox bleach cost me, hardly nothing. It's toilet bowl bleach. Toilet bowl. And, by the way, bleach doesn't smell that good. So, you can go buy a rosemary Dr. Bronner's, and you can just add about 5 drops of this to like 2 drops of that bleach into a little bit of water. And if you have the right kind of water, I mean the right kind of container that won't spill, I have a little container here, I have a tiny rag inside of this thing, and so I carry it. I can wipe down myself, my face, everything, and just change the water out. And the wastewater I throw on my feet or something when I need to put fresh, clean water in here. Very simple. And you don't even have to have a container, because you can actually have something like this. Here's a bag that has a toothbrush, a washcloth, toothpaste, a few other things in it, and I can actually add a little bit of bleach water to this, and that means I'm always walking around with a rag that's a little damp with bleach on it. I mean, it's pretty simple. Do I need a wet wipe? I don't think I need wet wipes. Okay, so forget that. Okay, face mask. Yes, face mask, but I think a spittle might be more important than a face mask. Smoking. I don't know. I don't think smoking's very harmful to this whole pandemic problem. So, I wouldn't really think that. Actually, I think maybe smoking menthol, which I don't do, would be better. Oh yeah, infectious diseases. You remember these rubbers? Condoms. Oh yeah. Oh, they work, don't they? Oh, so if condoms work, do face masks work? Good question. All right. Nutrition. I'm drinking right now a tea. Where's a good light? There's not much light here. Oh, let me try this table. Yeah, you can't really see, but I'm drinking a tea, and the tea that's in there, cold tea, called Stash. It's full of a lot of roots and things that have really good germ-killing abilities, and I put a little turmeric on top. Okay, and then I'm on bicycle, but here we are. Can we see this? Garlic, ginger, turmeric, raw. I don't know if I can't really see the camera point. So, and furthermore, I have a bag of essential medicine. In here we have some mustard and castor bean oil. Oh yeah, Tic Tacs. Eating mints in your mouth all the time. Very smart. Gee, I wonder where they learned that. Ancient times, ancient pandemics. This is for winemaking. It is a disinfectant. It's metabisulfite. I don't recommend eating it. Okay, some turmeric. This is nutmeg. And here's some turmeric powder. Okay. So, I'm trying to think of that. I think that concludes everything I wanted to try to get through in this lecture. Let me see. Yeah? Okay, yeah, cool. Okay, stupid people. The one thing I can say is if you're in denial of this pandemic, well, guess what? Get yourself a space blanket and put it over your head and bury your ass in the fucking sand later.